Welcome students for online classes. Today we'll continue with the chapter 6 under Indian economy, the rural development. So in the earlier session we studied about the agricultural marketing system, how the system of marketing of agricultural products could be done. So today we will study about the diversification of productive activities. So what is the meaning of diversification? It means the variety of things other than the agriculture. So agricultural diversification means to change in crop pattern and shift of agricultural workforce from agriculture and to its allied activities and non-agricultural activities is called as agricultural diversification. As the name itself tells, you need to diversify, or variety of other things could be made other than the agriculture. So what kind of things could be done? Maybe cattle breeding, maybe doing not only cultivation of crops. Other than that, we can even cultivate vegetables, fruits. All these things are the allied activities. So the types of agricultural diversification: agriculture and allied activities, which comes under the livestock, poultry, fisheries, horticulture, etc. Many other things which are not related, which are related to agriculture but not particularly doing the cultivation process, like maybe the crops or the cereals, all these things. Next thing is about the non-agricultural or non-farm activities, where any kind of industry, setuping of any kind of industries, maybe bottle industry, leather industry, maybe doing of chairs, sofas, all these things, any kind of carpentry thing, all these things comes under the non-agricultural activities. Okay, so the first allied activity under the agricultural diversification is animal husbandry. So what is animal husbandry? It comprises of the poultry, cattle, like goats, sheep, pig and fowl rearing, asses, horses, etc. So all the cattle, all the animals which are being taken into care, that is known as animal husbandry. So what is the importance of animal husbandry? With the help of animal husbandry, what can we get? For example, if you if you take care of the poultry, cattle, all these things can be receivable. You will get all these things. Maybe supply of milk and milk products with the help of cows, supply of meat, maybe when you rear chicken, when you have goats, when you have pigs, sheep, all these things. Next is about the supplying of manure. So what happens? Maybe cow dung is used as an organic manure to the fields. That next of supplies of hides and skins. What happens? Maybe for the leather you need any kind of skin, and after to that, what happens? Silkworm will be used for the cloth, all these things. Okay, next, supply of wool. Okay, with the help of sheep, what happens? We can extract the wool. And livestock sector, the animal husbandry can also be called as the livestock sector, which provides livelihood for about 70 million small and marginal farmers, like the interior places or the village area, where the people or the poor people who are not able to do any kind of agricultural activities, so they can rear all the animals, they can take care of them, they can extract all the necessary things which could be taken out from the animals. So this is about the animal husbandry. So based upon the animal husbandry, so you will be having poultry farming, animals and buffalo, sheep and goats, pigs, others. So this is the percentage which is taken into consideration. So 58 or majority of the percentage where the poultry is being taken out, like the chickens, hens are being taken care, and later on it is being sent to the farm or it is sent to the markets later on. Why is it sent? For the consumption process. Next, the animal of and buffaloes are the next thing, where you can extract what? Milk and all the dairy products. So sheep and goats, pigs, others, all these are the percentage which is taken into consideration in the current scenario. Okay. Next, the main thing under animal husbandry is the Operation Flood. So what is Operation Flood? The increasing milk production can be mainly attributed to the successful implementation of Operation Flood. So here this Operation Flood is mainly based upon the milk production which is being gained with the help of doing any kind of raiding. Okay, so this is also called as the white revolution. So what is white revolution? The spectacular increase in the production of milk. So basically white revolution, as the name itself tells, it is based upon the milk, where the increase in the present scenario, India is the largest milk producing country in the whole world. So as the small marginal farmers are having nothing to do, what are they doing? They are rearing the cattle, they are taking care of them, and later on the extraction process is being done as it is suitable for that particular person. So this is known as white revolution. Second one is about the fisheries. So India is the third largest producer of fish in the whole world. Okay, so what this particular marine fishing policy, which was established in the year 2004, what are they doing? They laid a foundation in keeping a view on ecological and biodiversity consideration. Okay, in taking care of the fishes, in taking care of the lakes, ponds, all those things. Why are they taking care? Just because for the consumption process of the fishes. And the next thing, which will be about the blue revolution, which comes under the fishes. So what is blue revolution? Significant increase in the production of fish and other aquatic products is called as blue revolution, where majority of the people in the South India, what they prefer? They prefer for the fish or this aquatic animals, which is very much easier maybe to cook or to eat. It will be healthy, it will be tasty. Because of this, what happens? There was a spectacular increase in the breed also, there was spectacular increase in the production of fish also. So the life giving sources of the fishing community, from where do the fishes live? The fishes live in the rivers, lakes, tanks, natural aquatics, ponds, streams, oceans, and the sea. Next thing is about the importance of fisheries. So fishing is one of the main thing. Why? Because of the increasing the employment opportunities. So when there are beaches, when there are rivers, all those things nearby, what can a person do? He can do the fishing if it is a profession. And even what happens, even if it is ancestral work, what happens? Their children, their grandchildren might be doing that particular work. So employment opportunities will be more and more. Next thing is about the fish is even used as the food. So we consume it, we consume. Okay, next thing, 10% of the fish and its waste is used as the manure. So even the fish and its waste is being used as a manure for what? For the richness of the fertility of the land. What do? We if not, when we come to organic farming, when I go to the normal farming, what do I use chemical pesticides, fertilizers. I even use the chemical manure for the fertility of the land. Even this fish can be used as the fertility of the land. Okay, next thing, the rapid increase in the national income. What happens normally when the employment opportunities increases? What happens? Automatically the national income in the economy will also increase. Lastly, it plays a vital role in the foreign exchange. As India is one of the producer of the fishes, what happens? The particular fish is being exported to other countries. So it is a kind of economical exchange, it is a kind of foreign exchange which is done as an export. Okay, so the problems of fishing community, what happens? First is low per capita income. So what is per capita income? Per capita income is the average income of the overall country or a particular locality. So why is it low per capita income? Just because majority of the people are not willing to go in this particular sector nowadays. So when I compare to the earlier period and nowadays, what happens? The people have been educated, so they want to go to any prestigious institution, they want to go to any prestigious company. So at this point of time, what happens? This particular fishing community is being left over or left out. Next is unchecked unemployment. So majority, what happens, this is also a kind of seasonal unemployment. What happens, only for a particular season there will be a lot of fish, but after a certain percentage of a time, what happens, there will be no proper fishing could be done, maybe when during the rainy season. So at that particular point of time, when the people have been unemployed, the government is been not noticing them, that is known as unchecked unemployment. Next is less mobility of labor to other sectors. So as they will be not knowing any kind of other work to be done, so they cannot even shift their work process to any other sectors also. High illiteracy and indebtedness. So what happens at this point of time, as it is a seasonal employment, what happens, they cannot even shift to others because of the literacy, and they will even take loan maybe to do fishing, to buy boats, to buy all these things. So what happens at this point of time, they will be in debt. So the next thing is about horticulture. So what is horticulture? The cultivation of land is undertaken to grow crops like fruits, vegetables, flower, medicinal plants, spices, and plantation of crops. So horticulture is also a kind of cultivation, or agricultural cultivation, but not the kind of crops which we normally grow. Normally what do we grow? We grow paddy, we grow wheat, ragi, all these things. But horticulture is mainly based upon the vegetables, fruits, flowers. Okay, so India is the second largest producer of both fruits and the vegetables in the overall world. Okay, so the golden revolution. Golden revolution means a remarkable increase in the quantity of production of fruits is called as golden revolution. So the uses of horticulture, generation of employment opportunities. So what happens, these kind of work, maybe the paddy, the wheat, all these things are the seasonal employment. Only for that particular season the farmer will be employed, and the rest over season he will be unemployed. So horticulture is a kind of a thing where for the whole year you can grow one or the other vegetable. When you get seeds, those seeds can be available from the government, so which will be easier for the farmers even to buy it. So which generates a maximum percentage of the employment. Say for example, today if I put watermelon, after a certain point of time, once the watermelon season is over, I can even put other fruits or other vegetables, so which will be easier for me. Okay, next thing is improves economic condition of farmers. As I told, when it is a seasonal employment, when they start putting or when they start growing the other kind of things, what will happen, normally they will tend to grow other vegetables, other fruits normally. So because of this, what happens, the economical condition of the farmers will also grow, the income of the individual will also grow, enhances exports. So what happens, normally when it is a organic farming, not the chemical farming, majority of the people from the outside in the sense the foreign people will also come and ask about the particular product, so that it will be even more easier for the farmers to export the organic farming to the other countries. Okay, so last thing, providing nutritional security to the people. So I will be having a small home, and I am having a small plot, small, not even an acre, a smaller plot than that. So what will I do? I will be cultivating beans, I will be cultivating tomato, other than that, chili, all these things. So which will be useful for me for my daily work. So in the same point of time, when I start growing the same thing in an organic way, what will happen? I can even sell it in the market, which will be in a nutritional way. So the other alternative livelihood options other than these allied activities like animal husbandry, poultry, all these things, the horticulture, okay, fisheries, the other under ID sector in the sense the companies, the corporate world. Okay, so food insecurity. So when there is no proper security to food, what do the government do? They will give a proper food security. So from where will they give the food security? Based upon the PDS. What is PDS? Public distribution system. So based on this, what happens, the company will be taking a tender, they can sell it to the farmers, they will buy from the farmers, give it to the government or give it to the end public. All these things can be done. Next, the weather forecasting, soil conditions. Even other than the allied activities, you can even do this. You can even go to the corporate sector to do all the necessary things, the weather forecasting work. Okay, next, the potential knowledge to the society. Potential knowledge in the sense, you can even be a journalist, you can even be a book writer, you can even be a teacher, all the thing. Okay, where the knowledge can be shared to everybody. Next, lastly, employment generation in rural areas based upon the IT sector. What happens, I will be doing the farming, so what will I think? I will be thinking that I am struggling so much, I don't want my kid or my child to struggle so much. So what will I do? I will put my children to a good or a better school, colleges, everything, and later on my kid or my child will go to a better company. So later on, what will happen later on, it will be a growth for myself. Okay, so these are the alternative livelihood options which could be taken into consideration. So the assignment part, what do you mean by agricultural diversity? Write a short note on horticulture, fisheries. Write a note on animal husbandry. Name the two life-giving sources of fishing community. Thank you, students.